Hi everyone, welcome back to Endless Space 2. Let's continue. We have a ship. Let's push it forward. Before we end our turn, you're gonna find... Did you get close enough? You didn't, but that's... Whoa. A solar nebula? Okay, we'll look at that later. We'll look at that later at the next turn once he actually arrives. I did notice too out here, our probe that we shot from here, Pisces, did find eons, so we got a whole new constellation down here. Getting a lot of dust. Everything else seems like it's in pretty good order, so we're going to end the turn. I'm going to try and see if spamming machine embodiment to kind of fill out my entire system first is a good idea. Major empires might be true major players in the galaxy, but if you ignore minor civilizations... Oh, but you ignore minor civilizations at your peril. Each one has a specific personality which determines their initial relations with your empire, as well as their capacity to incite pirate fleets in turbulent times. With the discovery of this minor civilization, you are now in a position to contact them, take a chance, and start negotiations. We have discovered the nearest. I guess that's them in the little pods there. They hail from a vibrant ocean world. Temperate, their faction trait. Temperate provides you with more dust. Green streak, +5 approval on fertile systems, and we don't know anything about them. Let's actually minimize this. Where's the Kamos system? Oh, up here. So it looks like maybe our probe found them? I think that's what happened. Our probe found them. Hello. So let's actually click here and click Start Negotiations. Okay, so this brought this up. So it's going to cost 20 influence. And we'll gain some... Is that ecologist? No, that's pacifist. So they're going to be pacifists, I suppose. Which is going to push us toward that a little bit, but that's okay. They don't know you yet. Why don't you come and shake appendages with them? The strength of diplomatic relation naturally evolves positively over time, altering the size of the contributions received. Develop better relations and enjoy higher contributions. Once sufficiently strong diplomatic relations have been reached, the minor civilization will be in a position to be assimilated. This can also be achieved by force or through assisting via a quest. But note that once military methods are employed, other routes are no longer available. That makes sense. Whatever actions you choose once assimilated, as well as taking ownership of their star system and shutting down new pirate fleet generation, you will also gain their special assimilation trait. So we will always, if we assimilate them, we will gain +5 approval on all fertile systems. Or on all systems with per fertile planet, right? Okay, so we could appraise them. How much? We have 105 influence. So we could just straight up praise them. We could assist them, that would be free, but they don't have anything we need doing. So we gain 1 per turn naturally, it looks like. Let's go ahead and praise them once just to see what it does. Okay, so for 10 turns, your relations with the civilization improves every turn. So for 10 turns, we'll gain 3 instead of 1. So praise is worth 20. The first one cost 25, and the praise was worth 20. Good to know. It did say pirate fleets. So... It's a little scary. Let's go to our military. Maybe just make a ship real fast. A civilian or two civilian ones. Exploration or colonizer. That's not great. Cancel. Oh, that looks cool, man. Maybe we just build more explorers then, since they're basically going to be the same thing. That's going to be a Shadow? A shadow takes 1 turn to build? My goodness. Let's add a few of those real quick. I think that's fine. You move on. And now let's take a look at this solar nebula. B106805. A disc-shaped cloud of gas and dust that will eventually accrete into a protostar and planetary system. For now, the nebula is a vast, swirling cloud of danger and opportunity. The kindling materials of the center slowly warming over the millennia, while the halo glitters with the remnants of dead stars and dust. Plus 50 dust on system events within our area. I wonder if this will ever actually become a system. That would be really cool. I mean, I don't know how long a turn is, right? You can guess that a turn might be, I don't know, 100 years? It would be cool if just over time you might have a system every once in a while be created from those. Probably not. It probably will not happen. We'll fire those guys off and then we'll move you along this path. I think that was it. Everything we can do. We'll end the turn. We're actually low on manpower now. I think because we actually built some ships. Where is it that I could see? Oh. Constructed ships are automatically assigned to the system's hangar, which is here. A structure which can shelter an unlimited number of ships. Orbiting ships can also be moved to the hangar at any time, and this is a good way of hiding your military forces from rivals. Select your ships, left-click on Create to form a fleet that orbits. So create. And it disappeared from there and should be here now, yeah. I don't have curiosities that I can do here. Do I? No, but I do have curiosities down here to do. So I'll go ahead and send you this way. And we'll end that turn. PEV scale accelerators. Very good. We finished Shadow. We're going to do another machine embodiment. E has leveled up again. We can level him up now. Do I have to take everything to get out here? I don't know. Extra industry and food. I suppose that's okay. Or just extra food. Okay, well let's just go with optimal operations expert. After years of researching optimal production patterns across multiple sectors, the hero gains localized knowledge of the best workflows to maximize industry and food output. So that little bit of food will be fine. It'll help a little bit. Help the Tikkanen, I suppose. There you go. Now he can grow. Over 7 turns, we'll gain another. That's fine. Whatever. We'll do it. Let's make another fleet. And we will, I think, send you this way to continue to explore that direction. And you can find Lesaf. A monsoon planet, really. I love that. Kessler Syndrome anomaly, that's really cool. So anomalies and curiosities are different after all. Looks like there's a lot more curiosities than there are anomalies. Very nice. We can send you up this way now, I suppose. And maybe there's going to be one more planet left. Oh wait, you can go down this way. Maybe you should do that instead. A little bit of lost time, but that's fine. We can now do reveals curiosities related to uncommon resources, which I guess there might be some of these over here. And then a Hyperium engine, which would cost 1 Hyperion, gives you extra, maybe 3 extra movement points, or 3 movement points total, and 10% extra evasion. So that's very good. Alright, I think I want to do this dust purchase thing. Not in the marketplace. There was something to actually spend. Oh, there. Okay. All right, so multi-thread management. For Riftborn to handle the speed and complexity of a starbound economy, a firm grasp of the latest non-corrosion management techniques are required. One of these uses multiple workers toiling in parallel on the same logistics and procurement tasks, handling multiple concurrent issues in real time. So this gives us an improvement, a unique improvement, plus 25 dust per system, and then plus 5 per original Empire population. I don't know exactly what that means, but accelerated production is the big thing. It lets me buy out things for dust, which, again, I have a lot of, and I don't have any other really uses for right now because I'm just churning out populations. Our first election! Elections occur every 20 turns. Here you can select the political party you want to support. Depending on your government, you have access to several election actions. So industrialists seems like the obvious choice. Voting intentions gathered during the political... 75% of the population seem to want industrialists, so that's good. I can basically spend dust, but I don't think I need to. I think I can just click here and just stick with it. In this step, you can view the election results in individual systems. Use the arrow buttons to cycle through your different systems. Okay, so in Placidus, we had 3 votes for industrialists, 1 for scientists, I think, and 1 for ecologists. And then in Wrath, we had 2 for industrialists. So, industrialists will win. The elections are over. Here you can see the new composition of your Senate and learn if any new laws have been unlocked. Be warned, though, some elections will trigger unforeseen consequences, an uprising among a disgruntled splinter group unhappy with the result, or perhaps even evidence of a political fraud come to light. Oh my goodness, really? So they could be like vote tampering and stuff? So now we're in established, the industrialists are established. So I don't know, reflects the experience gained by this political party through long-term presence in the Senate, electoral success over time. More experience allows the use of more potent laws. Ah, I see. No new laws though, and no other outcome. I like that. That's really cool. Seems like there's a good amount of depth to the political system here. What are you doing? You need to spend some expeditions. There's none on the colonized planet. You have a coral reef. Plus 20% approval. Nice. A beautiful coral reef. Oh, you can see on the little image, the little boat there too. That's cute. So this is a atmospheric curiosity. Life form, subterranean, subterranean. Let's go with this one first. Wrath 3 has hostile fauna. No. So plus 1 food, but minus 1 science and minus 10 approval. Not great. But it looks like we just got straight up 50 science production. So nice. We're just cut off a little bit there, but that's what that means. And let's go ahead and knock out a subterranean one, perhaps. Oh no, high chance of anomaly. I want to do that instead. I want anomalies to be present. Exiles. A Nast. Deeply territorial, the Nast will defend their lands with great determination and great violence. 50 damage done to attacker during ground battle. 50 damage done to attacker during ground battle on fertile planets. But they don't actually live there, I suppose. So. Alright, we can't colonize that anyway. We're going to leave that ship there because it has 2 more curiosities. And I think we're going to hit next turn. No, we'll push this forward first. Oh, you actually have to go all the way back? Okay, in that case, you keep going this way then. That's not worth it. I didn't know you had to go back. I thought you could turn around mid-jump, but I suppose that's not the case. Here we go, get our little vignette of Chemos 1. And we could technically expand here. We could still colonize. Colonization is per planet, not per system. So we could come here, if there's any space on any planet in the system, and colonize. I probably won't. I don't think that I want to make these guys angry. I don't know if that will make them angry. It's something we'll have to figure out. This is the one that's colonized. You can actually see it there. That's really cool. I love it. A Mediterranean planet. And there they are. We still have 7 turns of being praised. I don't want to do it again, I guess, until then. So we'll go ahead and leave it. And we're going to hit end turn. Machine embodiment finished on 1 planet.
The Hive cares little for the interests of other races. Talk.
Okay. Encountering another of the galaxy's major empires is a critical moment in the history of your civilization. Will they be a threat or an opportunity? Open the diplomatic status screen if you wish to begin negotiations. You have met the Leapers. Or Leaper. These are the Cravers. Blunt. The Hive cares little for the interests of other races. Talk. Let's hit done for now. Deed, creator of wealth, failed. Be the first to produce 100 dust in a single system. Another one we didn't know we were doing, but that's fine. The Nast. We lost a population of Nast. Oh, so did we actually earn them somewhere? Maybe, but they died? This whole food thing is weird because the Riftborn aren't actually making food themselves, which I think other races do. We're basically getting 0 chance to have extra. Population grows. They're just going to always die, it seems, which is fine. Lower prices of Hyperium. Low prices of Hyperium, healthy stocks above 25, and no demand change have led to rogue traders buying to corner the market. We don't have access to the market anyway, so that's fine. Let's go to the diplomacy. A good leader needs to understand its empire and empire's position in the wider galactic community. Here in the diplomatic screen, you can gain a quick overview of your relations with the other major empires that you're aware of. Initially, the relations with any major empire will be Cold War, reflecting your empire's mutual uncertainty. This means attacks can only be launched in the home or neutral star systems. Click on the Empire Leader to open diplomatic channels. So here are the Leapers, the Cravers. If you wish to officially meet this major empire, select the term Introduce Yourself, and confirm the action by clicking Make an Offer. Hello. Let's introduce ourselves. I want to learn a little bit about you, if we can. Not going to cost anything.
What do you sound like?
You should have stayed hidden. We Cravers don't negotiate on anything. Okay, well, they are reserved. We just met you. And can attack this empire in your territory or in neutral areas. Fine.
Speak your mind.
Over time, each empire you have encountered will develop an attitude toward you, based on your game actions, including diplomatic relations or interactions, will affect relations. This will help you anticipate likely responses and establish the level of trust or threat in the relationship. Sorry, I need to adjust my chair here a little bit. Sorry for the squeaking. Hover the cursor over the attitude to better understand its origin. We just met you. We knew that. Be aware that although improving diplomatic relations will give you access to better contracts to negotiate, it will limit your ability to wage war on that empire. Populations rarely support military actions against their friends, after all. The diplomatic abilities that are currently available are listed beneath the current diplomatic status of the relationship. You can attack. You can attack. Okay. I guess these are diplomatic actions here. Gonna cost a lot. My terms represent the diplomatic actions that are currently available to you. More can be unlocked via researching technologies. Actions cost more or less influence depending on their nature and the current diplomatic status of the relationship. Some treaties, such as declare war, are more expensive than deals. as they are imposed without negotiation. When you want to negotiate a contract, select each term you want to add. Examine the opinion bar to better understand the likely reception to the current suggested contract. Note that you can cut deals involving strategic and luxury resources and manpower. Additionally, you can also try to ratify peace treaties that will give you access to attractive new diplomatic actions. Hover over the available terms to learn more about them. Nothing really seems all that interesting. Dust is transferred to your empire and can be used for money. So this is ask them for dust, I guess. So yeah, this would be giving them dust for nothing. I'm clearly not going to do that. So, okay, where are they? Up here? Yeah, the Leapers are way up there. So it looks like they might actually be connected to us, which is not great. But if need be, then that's okay. Are there any curiosities we could tap out here? There are some. That seems like it's worth doing. Let's go ahead and do it here. Star logs, 5 XP. Okay. So nothing really there, basically. Let's do another. Hadopelagic life. Having deep oceans that are rich with life, this planet is abundant in hadopelagic creatures, those that have adapted to the lightless environment at the bottom of the ocean and are tolerant of the tremendous pressure. They are not only a source of food, but provide useful scientific information on extremophilic life forms. And then I guess there's Tikanins here as well. Solo quest started, Dust to Dust, Part 1. In the midst of a small asteroid belt, your scouts have discovered a unique crystalline building, a fractal-like lattice whose sheer intricacy boggles the mind. As your probe stops to gather a tiny sample, a massive chunk crumbles off, rotating slowly in place. The sample has some strange properties. It appears to have some sort of weak directional resonance, like a needle in an undetectable magnetic field. Your scientists have never seen anything like it. Your fleet has its orders, of course, but you wonder if diverting your mission to seek out the source of the strange crystal affecting field could prove profitable. Send a fleet to the quest marker. Yeah, chances are that's going to happen anyway, so that's fine. You're done, let's move you on. And you, I suppose you're done as well. No, there's 2 more, so we're going to leave you here till you get these 2 probes back. Okay. I feel like I want to change this up. I want to do something different here. We can now do a specialization. Exoscience stations. So basically +1 science per person. This will take 1 turn to do. We should totally do it right now, because it will be an extra 4 science just for 1 turn, which seems really good. So we'll do that, and then we'll get more machine embodiment. And then maybe something else after that, we'll see. Same thing probably down here. If it just costs 1 turn, it costs 2 here, because we don't have the... So let's do you first, and maybe this will drop the cost down. 160. It won't, but that's okay. You stay there. Push everyone else along. Yeah, I do think that we are going to... Oh! Revealing curiosities on a minor civilization system helps improve your relations. Hey! That's awesome! So +5 per turn for a while now. So we need 75, which is going to be here. So we got a ways to go still. Oh, I'm actually out of time for this episode. Why don't I go ahead and call it here? we'll pick up exactly where we left off right here in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're having a good time, please consider hitting the like button in the bottom right corner or subscribing to the channel in the bottom left for more content like this every single week. I'll see you next time.